Don't miss the inaugural All-American Cup Team Tennis Tournament presented by Thomas J. Henry at the Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio, Texas, November 11 through 13. The All-American Cup features 10 top men's U.S. players competing on 2 teams, East versus West, each captained by the greatest tennis doubles team of all time, Mike and Bob Bryan. You don't want to miss this. Brother versus brother, East versus West, best versus best. Tickets on sale now at allamericantenniscup.com.
Rolling on here on the Texas Football Today Texas High School Football Playoff Predictions Special with Ishmael Johnson, Mallory Hartley, and Ashley Pickle. Let's roll on to 5A Division I. Let's have some fun here. Have a little bit of fun. So, for y'all, like rolling with the Lobos. You're rolling with the number 1 team in the state, the Longview Lobos, and there's nothing wrong with rolling with Longview. They've been number 1 wire to wire, and they look like the team to beat in 5A Division I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw this team in person play Lancaster. I think that's one of the other teams to watch out of Region 2. I don't know, man. This team looks complete. They look like they have the defense. They have the running game with Taylor Tatum. If they need to throw it outside, obviously they have Jalen Hale there. That's not a bad second option to have on offense. I just see this team being tested. They're going to have the fan support. I see the legacy there. Obviously, they have one of the best coaches in the state in John King. My only concern with them, and I don't know if they'll be asked to have a lot, is their quarterback situation is not the best. It's not a Haynes King team, right? It's not that team of past, but
Jordan Allen.
Yeah. And so I don't think they'll be pushed in that way. I think where they'll have to get out of their plan A, which is Taylor Tatum, 30, 40 carries a game. Yes. So yeah, I think this is a Longview team that's poised to make a run.
It definitely, I was just going to say, it definitely feels like the state semifinals on that side of the bracket will be like the championship per se.
Oh yeah, I think that the left side of the bracket is most certainly the power, where the power lies.
So this champion, it's hard to.
Here's where I'm at. I just don't think they're getting out of Region 2. I think Lancaster. Remember, because that was a 1-score game in Longview where Longview had to score late.
Yeah.
I think if Lancaster gets them again, I think they can get them. Sure. And that's a coin flip game, and so either way. But here's how. Watch me do my mental gymnastics here. Because I have Aledo winning the state championship.
Yes.
I have Aledo winning the state championship, the 10-time state champion. I think they get number 11. I think that they've grown. I think that Hoss Haney, their quarterback, has really grown into a super-duper star. Got Jalen Pope on the outside. Their defense has been strong all year long, okay? I think Lancaster beats Longview in a rematch. I think Aledo's a favorite over Lancaster because of the stylistic way that they play. If Longview wins Region 2, I think they're going to win the state championship. That's where I'm at with it. I think Longview matches up really well with Aledo.
Yeah.
And that they would be the favorite. They got to get through Region 2. So that's, for me, I'm going with, it's hard to beat a good team twice, so I think Lancaster wins the rematch. And as a result, Aledo matches up well with Lancaster, and Aledo wins the championship. You guys follow? I'm connecting the wires.
Yeah.
It's like Always Sunny. I'm doing that. Okay, we'll go up to Region 1. Region 1, we talked about Aledo.
Yep.
Aledo, we're in lockstep. We think they're the favorite. Once they kind of dominated that district of doom. I will tell you, though, that, I'm kind of out on Denton Ryan.
Yeah.
I think I'm just kind of out.
I think
this will be they get a tough bye district
Red
draw
Oak.
with Red Oak. That's an insane matchup for them for the first round. Then they get, if they make it out of that,
a rematch with Burleson Centennial.
Wow.
Burleson Centennial, Tascosa,
or Lake Belton.
Or Tascosa.
Lake Belton.
Burleson Centennial and Lake Belton is a first round banger.
Yeah.
That is a big time matchup. Aledo does have a tough path to walk. I think they're on the dirty side of the region because they're going to play Killeen Shoemaker, who is not a pushover. Then they play probably Lubbock Cooper, right? And then they're going to play Midlothian probably. Yeah. And that is a tough road to walk. That said, we're talking about Aledo here. I think that they're going to win Region 1. Yeah. Region 2, we talked about Longview and Lancaster. There are other teams there that I think could surprise people. I think that Mansfield Timberview, we sleep on them every single year, and every single year they make us look dumb, but they're very dangerous. Frisco Reedy is undefeated. I have some questions about the strength of Frisco ISD as a whole this year, but they're dangerous. And then Port Arthur Memorial. Port Arthur Memorial kind of faded down the stretch, but if they turn it back on, that physical style is gonna travel well. Over to Region 3. Let's talk about Region 3 because we knew when realignment came out that this was going to be a little bit murky in Region 3 because you've got a few different. It's kind of a mix between San Antonio, Brazos Valley, Houston. Like which do you like? And we kind of spread the love here. 3 of us, the dudes, are on Smithson Valley, and dudes rock.
And dudes are wrong.
Dudes rock. So.
Dudes do rock.
Dudes rock 2022.
There it is. That's the show. That's Region 3 for you.
We took Smithson Valley.
This is why we have women talking football.
I like. Yeah, notice there's no.
Thursdays
why-
at 2 p.m.
This
guys.
is why we have to have women talking football.
Notice there's no dudes talking football. You know what I mean? But Smithson Valley is a team that I do think is flown under people's radar. Maybe it's because they took that loss to Harker Heights, but I think it's a loss that's aged really well.
fine, yeah, I was
That's
about
a
to say.
that's a district champion 6A team, maybe at least close.
Yeah.
I'd say runner up. The loss, but they have been rolling since then, and I think that defense has been terrific for Larry Hill's bunch. I think they're the favorite in region 2, or region 3 rather. Mallory's rolling with the reigning state runners up in College Station.
Probably the preseason favorite we probably would have had coming.
Definitely preseason.
but so
And then
much
Marquise
changed.
Collins.
Yeah, Marquise Collins got hurt too.
It's really been snip, snap
It has.
snap for them.
And
you know?
I think it's that A&M consolidated win a couple weeks ago that kind of convinced me on them. The Georgetown loss was a little scary. I think that they started to figure things out a little bit, maybe a little bit too late in that game, but towards the end of the game, they looked kind of promising. And to me, I just think that this region's kind of also a coin flip. I think there's a lot of good teams coming out of Region 3 that really could just go either way. Obviously, you can see from our picks in Region 3. I just think College Station is just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they've looked really good towards
when
the
they
end
play
of
to
the
their
season.
paper, for sure.
Yes.
One of the issues I have with College Station, and we talked about this when they were there going into the A&M Consolidated game, they have such a tendency to start slow.
And that's the issue.
That's why
got
they
down
had to
in
score
Georgetown.
38 unanswered
Yeah, they're down
points.
35-3
Yes, so they
to
consolidated.
Georgetown. It's
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah.
what the hell? You
They've
know?
got to figure that part out.
Yeah, if they don't do that, and then Pickle, the full share Chargers.
I like this. I like this pick. I do a lot. I've been on full share for the whole year. I think that they're really good. And the reason that I like them is if they end up in a battle with Smithson Valley. Smithson Valley is also a team that's been putting up exceptional numbers. I feel confident that full share can outscore anyone. If their offense is humming, and I'm not saying that the defense is going to be great, but all you need is the defense to get 1 or 2 clutch stops. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for you to be great. Just get that, and I think that they can just track meet people.
Okay,
I'm going in on it.
that's fine. How much has to do with Nick Caduti and his hair?
You know I don't like the hard part because you have the hard part, so none of it has anything
Coach
to do with that.
Coach Caduti.
If anything, he's had to convince me to like his
Solidarity.
team.
Solidarity, brother. Okay, let's talk about Region 4.
Let's do it.
Yeah, get out of here, Matthew.
So Matt Stepp
Stay in Canada.
Matt Stepp is a thief of joy. Stepp is rolling with Corpus Christi Miller. Now
All
Corpus Christi.
shout out
now
Justin
here's
Evans.
okay, but here's the thing. Okay, let me defend Matt Stepp here for a moment.
It's a good pick.
I think Miller is historically the chalk pick here because teams from the Rio Grande Valley do not make the semifinals, right? They don't win regions. So you would have to go with who is the best team from Corpus Christi. Now, Veterans beat Memorial. But notice nobody here is taking Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. I think we're all a little bit leery on Corpus Christi Vets. Miller's got the playmakers. They've got Jaden Brown. They've got Lonnie Atkinson. They've got the playmakers on the outside. I think that Miller, it's strange to say, but historically in everything that we're talking about, Miller's the safe pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just because teams from the Valley don't make a semifinal. But they're making a semifinal this year, baby. And we're split on this.
Yeah, and that's fine, but we just need one of them.
We just need one of them.
Yes.
Now, once again, dudes rock.
Yep.
And we're rolling with Edinburgh Vela. I am of the opinion that it's hard to be a good team twice. That's just that game was really close down to the wire, and I think that Vela can get them the second time. But I do think it's a coin flip game.
It's a coin flip game. I don't take that result with too much grain of salt because I think both those coaches knew they were going to see each other again. Right? You're not emptying the playbook in the regular season, even if it is like a nice. I'm trying to think. That was for eventually for a district title, but you're going to be playing for something a lot more. And so I think both teams kind of did not show a lot in that game, and so I I'm going with Vela as well. I think that they're going to get it done. Either or. I think it'll be fantastic to have this matchup between PSJ North and the SaberCats. But yeah, give me Vela in the rematch, definitely.
Okay. And then you guys are taking PSJ North.
Mm-hmm. I actually thought I was going to be the only person that took that. I thought that was going to be a little bit of the hipster thing because, like we said over and over again, it's really hard to beat a good team twice. I think either of these teams could absolutely do it. I think that PSJA, at least when they played last time, were definitely a little bit better up front. And I think that takes a lot into account here. Will Edinburgh use a little bit more of those, special weapons? Absolutely. Obviously, that's when it counts the most. But I think that PSJ is still they get the nod up front, and I like that a lot.
So here's the thing. The good thing about the way the bracket breaks down is we'll know real early. Because second round, almost certainly, Edinburgh Vela and Corpus Christi Vets, PSJ North, Corpus Christi Miller. Second round. So, it's either going to happen or it's not.
Yeah.
And with all due respect to District 13 and 14, I don't think, or rather District 13 and District 15, is that right? District 16, rather. I think that it's going to be between the Corpus Christi and the District.
And I think Vela has a better chance to beat Vets than PSJ has to beat
that's
Miller.
Fair.
So that at that point would also lead to that. But I also think that if they can take down Miller, then there's no reason they can't beat Vela again.
They're just on a roll too, like they're feeling themselves.
Yeah,
They know what's at stake, and I just think that they
understand.
Feel good.
That's fine. There it is, 5A Division I. Our predictions. You can find complete coverage of the Texas High School Football Playoffs at texasfootball.com/playoffs.